Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you can see by my famous background, white wall, I'm back home. Which means I can actually stream and shit. Which I will be streaming, maybe, eventually, if I'm not too busy. You might have noticed I did not make a video about Artifact Update. And as it turns out, it doesn't fucking matter. These updates do not fucking matter. Okay, so the previous update, let's find it. Shall we find it? Let's shop. Previous update, TLDR, they went into how the shop should look like and how it works and shit. And then like Reddit did its thing and everyone shared their opinions. Some were good, some were... Kako vam kaže retardirani? Some were not good. So, that made Valve, our dear Artifact developers, like try to explain that shit. And I would go over this, like I don't even think I understand. Like, this thing I kinda understand, but like I didn't go into too much depth about like how this works. Because like, it doesn't fucking matter. Next, items. I will get to why it doesn't matter. Next, items. Great. 10 gold, 1 mana, phase boots. Swap a position, great. Hourglass, nice, okay. 3 lock for every extra drawn card. 10 gold, okay. Noctash's Guard, really cool card. I really liked it in the original version. It's one of the win conditions. They kinda changed it, swapped it and shit. And then they have like heroes. Why it does not fucking matter? Well, it's simple. We do not have access to the game. Like, no one has access to the game, right? Like, when other companies like release their like new expansion and shit, take Hearthstone for example, like people know roughly the current deck types, right? Like, you know there's like a Zoolock, you know there's like a fucking Ice Mage, you know there is like, I don't know, like Shaman with like Volcano, and like when a Shaman with Volcano gets 4 mana 4/4, like people have like rough idea as to the power level of that card. And people said that it will be OP in the current decks, and it was OP in the current decks. And yeah, that happened because like people knew their shit, right? Like they knew decks. We don't know anything. Like this is like so fucking stupid. Like I do not understand. Like there's like threads about it that are like talking, is this like a good or a bad card? 30 gold, like how much for a creep? How easy or hard is it to get like a creep? How long are we gonna get like turns? Like how many turns? How are there gonna be like any gold generation mechanics? How efficient will they be? Why is it 1 mana? Why can't it be like 5 or some shit? Like, is 1 mana a lot? I mean, like, you're playing 3 lanes. We don't know, because we do not have access to the fucking game. So, like, most of this shit does not fucking matter. I mean, we kinda understand. Also, this was funny. I'm gonna, like, mention this thing. I found this funny. But, okay, that's beside the point. Shit, I was raging. So, like, all of these updates are completely fucking irrelevant because we do not have access to the game. Like, we have no idea how good or bad this is. Like, now we know, like, what, 5-6 heroes out of, like, 20 they're gonna put in? That doesn't say shit. Like, there's a chance, like, none of these are gonna be, like, useful in any shape or form. I mean, they probably will, but, like, there is a chance. So, like, us discussing this with the knowledge of the previous game, which is getting, like, complete fucking overhaul, most of it at least, is like really like weird. Like all the stats are getting mixed up and stuff. Like this 30 gold might be like never played, right? This might be that one card you're just never gonna play unless like you get like super lucky or you like build a deck around it. Like we don't know, or it might be played like every single fucking turn. Like who the fuck knows how hard or easy will it be to get like 30 gold? No one knows. 1 mana, is 1 mana enough? Like I don't know, like you start with 3 lanes, so it's probably like good, but like does every item cost like 1 mana? Like what? Why? I mean, like, is that good? Is that bad? Does that mean I can play like 3 items per turn and like my turn is gonna be over? Or like what, 1 spell and like stuff? And also like the gold shop, I don't know, like the whole like overhaul around like the new shop is kinda meh. Like I do not have opinion about it because like I don't know how it will play out. Like I could like theorize and like think about shit if like I knew like what the fuck is happening, like if I knew like what I'm expected to get from the shop, or like what are the power levels, what are the decks around it, at least like roughly, at least if I knew like I don't know, like 50% of the deck or something, that like usually like new expansions either bring like new complete or like archetypes, but like you still use some of the previous cards in regular card games. I have no fucking idea, is this gonna be like good, not, is it gonna be like OP or not. One more thing, people writing this, they're not high skilled artifact, okay, not artifacts, but like they're not seasoned card game players. How do I know this? The increased level of predictability makes this version easier to use though. No, this thing that had like a percentage based thing is not easier to use now. Now it is harder because like you can misuse it and you can like gain huge advantage. Now you know, like, do you want to like save it for your big spells? Do you want to save it for your small spells? Like experienced players will know that if they play against aggro, they want to like use it for small spells. If they're playing against control, they want to have like big spells. If they're playing against some like mid-range crap, they want to use it for tempo. Like people, like this became very skill intensive thing, and they wrote it's gonna be like easier to use. No, no, it will not. Man, like Valve, just like just give beta, man. Like, dude, people, I don't know, like devs, whoever the fuck, if anyone in Valve is like watching this, give beta. Thank you.